And it gets back to the classic. This is where you could say communism strikes back, capitalism strikes back. It's just reality is what it is. You can have all the government aid in the world, but none of it matters if your producers are producing goods and services to consume with it. And mark my words, people, are we going to get Social Security? Yeah, you get Social Security. What you're going to buy with it, I don't know. And it's the sad fact that there's two groups of people in every community, society, throughout all of history. There are producers and there are parasites. And we more gloriously, euphemistically call them the producers. You don't have to be a capitalist or a card carrying Republican or anything. Like, well, I deserve the other people's money. And if you parasites just keep on thinking you're entitled to the producer's labor, they'll leave. And they're not greedy. They're not part of the capitalist structure. These are just self-respecting human beings who are like, we're done working and slaving away for you. You keep taking our stuff. We're done. We're moving. We're removing ourselves from the situation. And that's on you because you kept stealing from them. Oh, and maybe hating on them all the time and maybe even threatening them with death. Hell knows, burning their buildings down. And then you sit there all shocked. Oh my God, no one's investing in the cities. You're right. And so now you get to face a choice. And I know parasites are so brainwashed because their living system is I'm entitled to other people's lives. You could say, oh, dang, we really screwed the pooch on this one. We shot ourselves in the foot. Maybe we as a community should come together and not poop in the streets and raise our kids to be thieves. And way more easier because it will protect your ego and your pride. You're just going to blame the evil rich corporations. Not your piece of crap son that you raised to go and shoplift and drop a deuce over that. No. But in the end, here's what's going to happen. You could keep arguing that the producers have to, that you are entitled to their labor. You could keep arguing that they should be part-time slaves to you. They're just going to keep retracting. And they're going to produce less and less and less. This is it. This is about the glory days of the left you're ever going to have, where there was like a large enough productive class to produce tremendous amounts of goods and services that you could buy with your government checks. This is starting to scale back now. This is starting to scale back. And your standard of living is going to go down. But just so you parasites know, unless you get like really lucky, like you're Ocasio-Cortez, and you're the leader of the parasites. But for the vast majority of you, your lives are never going to get any better. You will never have a good of life as a producer. You just won't. Because even if you get the money, the producers will scale back almost pound for pound. It's like a seesaw. And then you're like, well, I can't afford it. Oh, well, why is rent so high? Has it dawned on any of you protesting whiner, professional activists, liberal arts, sanctimonious asshole college majors to maybe go pick up a trade and build homes? There's no housing. Well, then have you seen what tradesmen make? You see what carpenters make? Why don't you go start building homes? Oh, but that's work. And housing's a right? I wonder if you're going to live in a tent city in government housing in crappy neighborhoods, or if you're ever going to live in a nice home that you could have probably quite literally built with some training and some skills. But this is your life. This is it. Constant protesting, constant demanding, constant panhandling, constantly begging, constantly whining as your purchasing power goes down and down and down. Because in the end, we could talk about the price of goods. The day will come, there won't be no goods. Be a completely empty shelf. You'll have $100,000 a month government check. I got my money. I got a living wage. Like, I don't know what you're going to buy with it. Because whether you like it or not, you are so, as a parasite, you're so completely 100% dependent upon the producers. And so you better start saying, gee, how do we get the producers to produce more? And you're like, gee, maybe we should tax them at 40%. Maybe we should steal their stuff. Maybe we should shoot them or kill them. I wonder if you're going to make that connection. Nah, you're not. Oh, well. Enjoy your crappy standards. Enjoy spending 25% more at the mom and pop store. I wonder what flavor of urine and feces they have over at the Portland shop.